Big B on the track. Oh boy.
Captain Saber Bro is here to save the day. Playerism is the antidote to feminism. You want her to pay for this shit.
No.
But I can tell you, women ain't gonna try you if they feel like they can't try you. If they tried you, they felt like it was something else got going on. Worry about you. Worry about you, how you treating me. So make sure you hit that like button. Fellas, how's it going? How's it going? Can you guys hear me out there in YouTube land, Facebook land? Can you guys hear me out there? Press 1 if you can hear me. Let's go. Press 1 if you can hear me. If you guys can hear me, let me know. If you guys can hear me, let me know before I get super started in this thing. I'm your gracious game advisor. How are you guys doing out there today? I'm your gracious game advisor, King Dre, and today I want to let you know how excited I am. I'm very, very excited because I get to bring you guys the Ultimate Ladies Man Summit. Yes, today is the day. Make sure you sign up. The link is in the chat right now, or it'll be in the description after this live stream go off. Sign up right now. You only have until Friday, September 15th. And for the guys who say, oh, well, you know, it's a little tight, you can buy it now and you can pay me back later. How about that? So once you click the link, there's an option to buy it now and just pay me back later. We could do it like that because I want you guys to step your game up because I'm tired of you guys losing out here. I'm tired of you guys taking L's. I'm tired of having to make this type of content to, you know, I'm just, I got to save you guys, but I'm just, you know, tired of making the same type of content over and over and over again. So I'm bringing you the solutions. I'm bringing you the solutions. I'm tired of seeing you guys struggle. I'm tired of seeing you guys get your heart broken. I'm tired of seeing you guys get the shit into the stick. I'm tired of it. And so that's why I create programs like this. This is why I create programs like this. Now, the information in these programs are extremely powerful, so I can't give it away for free. I just can't give it away for free because everybody don't need access to that. Everybody don't need access to that. And when bad people get good information, they use that good information to poison the world. And so that's not what I need. And so, you know, I have to charge you for it. And I have to continue to sustain myself so I can bring you the free game that I bring you every single day. I put out multiple videos per day, every single day across multiple platforms, you know, so that's why it's a price on it. If I could, the deep top secret information, if I could, I'd give it to you for free, if I could, but I just can't. But I give you guys enough. Even the free stuff is enough to change your life if you take the free advice. And so you get that every day from me. So that's why I create programs like this. It's the solutions. It's the solutions to your pain. It's the solutions to your problem. All you have to do is take the action, invest in yourself and take the action. It's not that much money, especially now. But make sure you guys click the link that's in the chat. I'm going to post the link again. Make sure you guys click that link. Hold up. Also, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe. Like the video and subscribe. There's the link right there. So the link, I just posted that link. Click that link. And there you have it. Become a part of something great that's going to change your life for the better. I'm talking about, get treated the way you deserve to be treated. You guys deserve to be treated well. I get treated well. Women treat me well. The stuff that you see me talking about or the problems that you see, I don't have those problems anymore. I've been stopped having those problems a long time ago. I talk about them because that's the stuff that y'all going through. Shout out to my man, Afi Kingdom. But I talk about that type of stuff because that's the type of stuff that you guys go through. I don't typically have those problems. Now, do I have problems? Of course, all women have problems, but I don't have those problems. I don't get flaked on too much. Women ain't giving me the short end of the stick. I don't have to hear I got a headache. I'm not getting ghosted. I'm not getting sabotaged or none of that. I don't go through that. I'm not getting cheated on. I'm not being starved and sex starved and being treated like a roommate. Women are not coming after me just for my money. Women treat me very well. And so I want you guys to experience that as well, because that's important. Being successful at mating is an integral piece to the human experience. And the people who can't do it tend to suffer mentally. You're supposed to be able to reproduce and sustain life, sustain society, further your genes. And the people who can't reproduce, men and women, they tend to suffer most. When you see women who can't be successful with the opposite sex, and them getting pumped and dumped is not successful. Them getting sex is not successful to a woman. But them not being able to secure love, secure provisioning, secure protection, secure love from a man, secure, them not being able to do that, you notice that they get bitter as they get older. They get bitter and bitter and bitter and bitter and bitter. You understand? And just a lot of this is what you see today. We don't need no man. We independent. The same with men. Men who can't get women typically are very nihilistic, very dark. They suffer mentally. That's not a coincidence. The reason that there's a mental tax at not being good at successful mating is because you're supposed to mate to sustain life. And when you can't do that, you're going to suffer. And so that's why I'm doing this. And that's why I create these types of courses. That's why I create these types of programs. You understand? That's why it's a Save a Bro show, not Save a Hoe, for sure. If you guys have any questions about anything, I'm doing Q&A right now too. So if you guys have any questions about anything, put it in the chat. That's true. It's mentally exhausting. Of course, it's mentally exhausting. Of course, you see these bitter guys and they just have this disdain, that comes from not being successful. That comes from not being successful with women. Because if they truly didn't care about women, they wouldn't talk about them at all. Men who don't care about women, mating, or date, they just don't talk about women at all. They live in their life. They don't watch this type of content, no, none of that. So if you hear a guy talking about women, whether it's negative or positive, he cares. He likes women. He just can't get them. People who don't care about women don't talk about them. They don't think about them. They live their lives. They're not in these chats. They're not making videos. They're not in nobody's comments. This world don't even exist to them. So just remember that when you see these guys, these content creators complaining and we're going our own way and, making announcements about they not fucking with women and how women ain't shit. Those guys care. They just can't have it their way. And so naturally we disdain things that we can't have, and they can't have it their way. And so that's why you see that. But men who don't care about women and who sworn women off, you don't hear from them because they're not in these types of circles. So that's all I'm saying. There's a reason that you suffer mentally when you break up. There's a reason that you suffer mentally when you get flaked on, and there's a reason that it fucks with your confidence. There's a reason for all of that. There's a reason rejection stings. It's not a coincidence. But the good news is there's solutions to all of that. There's solutions to it. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to go through that. You don't have to be getting flaked on. You don't have to spend money on OnlyFans and um, spend money on OnlyFans and tricking. You don't have to do that. You don't have to be 6'7". You don't have to be some Chad that's 6'7" with a six pack. I ain't never had no six pack in my life, ever. I've never had a six pack in my life, ever. Even when I was doing my gym thing, I did my gym thing for a while. Just the bug and the shutdowns. I kind of got lazy, and I haven't been back on my horse as far as that goes since. But even then, I ain't really had no six. I ain't never had no six pack, and that was after I was in my 30s when I was doing that working out shit. I never had no six pack ever. I either been super skinny or chubby. And now it's just the heaviest I ever been. So this is the chubby phase. But I always been super skinny. My whole life been tall, lanky, and skinny. And not even super tall. So you don't have to, I ain't never had no jawline. I ain't never been the richest dude ever. But I knew how to deal with women, and that's what counts. How do you get your confidence back when you were flaked on? By not getting flaked on. By not getting flaked on and understanding that, understanding that a lot of the times people's character has nothing to do with you. So when a person flakes on you, they're just flaky people, right? They're just flaky people, and you can't change that. Now you can change you entertaining women like that. You can change that. What you can do is educate yourself to know if this type of woman is flaky or not. And that's what I teach in Modern Dating Mastery, which is a part of this package. I have a course called Modern Dating Mastery, which teaches you things like this. It teaches you how to avoid that. But you can't really, you just got to understand that there are flaky people. And there's going to be flaky people, and there's nothing that you can do about it. There is something that you can do about it, excuse me. But what I'm saying is, don't let it beat you up because that person is flaky. Just learn the game and learn how to position yourself and learn how to screen women out so that type of shit don't happen to you. You understand? But yeah, you can change it. And if you know that you can change it, then change it. But everybody's not out here getting flaked on, and that's not everybody's experience. I just want you guys to know that. So either you're gonna win, you're gonna take the initiative to better your situation, or you can keep suffering until you just one day just write off women and go be a monk. But women are when women are treating you good and they're in this when they are the way that they need to be for you and they treating you good and they are healthy and all of that stuff. Women are a pleasure, man. One of the greatest pleasures. Now, it's not better than you providing for yourself and your purpose. It's not a greater pleasure than that. But that's the next best thing outside of fulfilling your purpose, getting your money, having a happy life. The next best thing is having successful relationships. Love and sex and stuff like that. So you can have it too. That's not some things that's just reserved for this secret group of guys, and that's just God just designed these guys to know everybody has a shot at this. And if I could do it, man, listen, I was a skinny, goofy kid when I was a kid. I was skinny, goofy. I was not super athletic. Yes, I played sports, outside with all the kids. Yes. But I was never like this super alpha male guy in school. I was not that. Maybe my 8th grade year. I think my 8th grade year, because here middle school is 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. So my 8th grade year, I was a little popping and shit. in my 8th grade year, but I wasn't even having sex then, when I was in 8th grade. But I've never been in high school, man. I was never the jock. I was never the most popular kid. I was never the best dressed. No, none of that shit. Maybe in elementary school, I used to dress really good because my mom was buying me a lot of clothes and shit when I was in elementary school. But when I started getting older and I started failing classes and shit, my mom was like, I'm not spending all that money and you finna be embarrassing me in school. So she just got me the bare minimum when I started to get 8th grade, high school and all that shit. But, I said that to say I've never been the most popular. I've never been the most handsome. Ever. And I have never, ever struggled with women, ever. I've never, ever struggled. Now, when I say struggled, I mean like at least, and pardon me, they cutting the grass. So I don't usually do these in the morning because of that type of shit. They cutting the grass and all this shit. My lawn people here, but so pardon that noise, but I've always been just an average kid, always my whole life. Average now. I'm not like super hunky and super, but I've always been treated well by women, and I have never struggled to get women. Now, have I struggled in relationships when I was younger and got cheated on and all that? Of course, like everybody else. But as far as to get women and get women that like me and, get women to fall in love with me, that's never been a problem of mine ever, because I have the know-how, and that's all you need. When you have the know-how, when you have the know-how, right? When you have the know-how and the strategy, which is what we call game, when you have that information and a way to implement that information, which is called game, you will beat out tight, you will beat out money, you will beat out muscles, you will beat out all of that. And I'm telling you that. I have never had muscles until I was in my 30s, 33 years old. I've never had muscles. When I was in prison, when I was 20 something, 21, I used to work out when I was in prison, but then they took the weight. Somebody got killed with the weights. So they took the weights out of every prison in Florida. And so I fell off. By the time I got out of prison, I ain't had muscles no more. I stopped working out. But I've never had muscles, ever. Ever. Never had muscles. I've always been average. And I get now, and from the time I was in 5th or 6th grade, I've been treated like a king. I've been treated like a king. And there's anybody that know me would tell you that. Again, have I had problems in relationships? Of course. I have problems now, but it's not those type of problems. It's I miss you, and then I miss you turn into they get annoyed because I'm so busy. It's that type of shit. And so I have to reassure and those type of problems. But the problems that most people have, I don't have them. And I've never had a problem getting women. I don't have a jawline. My beard don't connect. I got a funny shaped head, the whole nine. My face is asymmetrical. So, I'm not the richest guy in the world. I got more women when I was broke than when I had paper. So you can, this is for everybody, man. The joy of being successful at mating is for everybody. That's for everybody. Everybody can have a stake in that. So that's just what this stuff is about. There's some women who will lead you on pretending they want to date, hook up with you, and then when their day comes, they know where to be found. Shows you more about them. Yeah, that's true. But the question is, why are you dealing with women like that? That's why I designed what I designed. That's what the program is about. Is to teach you how not to do that. That don't happen to me. That hasn't happened to me for a long time. And a lot of the times, it's not even that. Oh, they lead you on. It's that there's a misstep. You did something goofy, and it turned them off. Typically, are there women who just attention whores? Of course. But that's the easy part. That's easy. I teach you how to, you can see an attention whore from a mile away. You don't ever have to waste your time with a woman who's an attention whore. Just moved to Florida from New York. Florida women are different. Any advice? You have to be more specific. Tehran, you have to be more specific. And that's probably one of the parts of your problems. It's because you're not thorough in your communication. What do you need advice on? Be more thorough. But Florida women aren't different from New York women. New York women are trash. New York women are trash. And not only are they trash, they're very aggressive and masculine. Most New York women that I've dated and dealt with have been trash. So, but yeah. Yeah. New York women are garbage. Those are the most garbage women that I've ever dated. New York women and Philadelphia women. I've dated women from everywhere. Shout out to Casemiro tuning in from New York City, home of the Ratchets, home of the Hood Rat, the original Hood Rat. It's New York and Chicago is the home of the original Hood Rat. It don't get no more hood ratter than New York City. New York women are wild, bro. Fuck on the Philly. Yeah, Philly women pretty too. Leak says New York women are horrible, can't follow simple instructions. No, Leak, your game just ain't tight, bro. They follow instructions, they just garbage. All women will follow some good instructions now, but they just, so it's just garbage. Worst women come from um, New York and Philly. Miami women are a bit fast, and Miami women have. Listen, this how I knew I was the man when I moved to Miami. I moved to Miami when I was 17. Man, bro, I was running through them. I was cleaning. I'm talking about bad ones too. I broke as shit. That's how I was like, man, I'm the man when I moved to Miami. But Miami women are a lot more. I don't want to say masculine, but they're a lot more confident. Miami women are a lot more confident and I would say ballsy. And they put their money, a lot of the times they put their money first. Like Miami women, they buy they bread, and they are about like Miami women. If I could say that players, so let's say female, because there's no female player. Players bargain with their game, hoes bargain with their sex. But if I can compare women on in the country as close to a player as possible, it would be women from Miami. It would be women from Miami, and Miami women got a lot of game. Miami women got a lot of game, and I'm not talking about leading with sex and stringing you on along with sex. Miami women got a lot of game, bro. Miami women got a lot of the white ones, the black ones, the Spanish ones. It's a lot of game in Miami, bro. A lot West Coast women got some game too. A lot of West Coast women, Oakland, San Francisco, even LA, them women got game too. But New York, Philly, if you in New York and Philly and you want to have a good date in life and all that, just move somewhere. Oh, Casimiro, you said you from Reno. Sorry about that. Yeah, shout out to Miami women. Miami women got the most game. Like if you a duck, or you like a sucker, Miami women gonna fleece you, bro. Miami women gonna fleece your ass. Miami women got game. For real, for real. From Boston. I dated a girl from Boston. I was in a I did a I was in a I dated a girl from Boston, maybe like a year and a half. I told a story about her. She was from outside of Boston, not exactly the city, but she was a piece of work too. Definitely a piece of work. Shout out to my guy MLD. Preach to the big man. Listen to Dre. He changed my life forever. Shout out to MLD. Appreciate you, my brother. Miami women are Jezebels. Miami women got game, bro. When we talking about how the game go, Miami women got the most game out of any woman in the country. And I would say close to that is West Coast women. West Coast women. I've dated women from everywhere. The best women are from small towns. The best women, as far as like relationship wise and pleasant, are women from small towns. Those that I found those women to be the best. Small town women. Ever heard about Cape Verdean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jonathan. The girl that she was Cape Verdean, the girl that I dated from Boston. That's the girl who cheated on me when I went to jail. That's the woman who cheated on me when I went to jail. She was Cape Verdean. Yep. I told a story about her on the channel, on a podcast, and maybe a live stream too. I told a story about her. You know, I put up a post on Instagram. I put up a post on Instagram. Some guy was like, "Oh, you ain't never get no women." So I just posted some receipts from me, you know, different pictures with women. She was in one of those pictures, that chick that I was talking about. What city in Florida got mostly Latinas? Orlando and Miami. Orlando is a lot of Puerto Rican women. Orlando is a lot of Puerto Rican women. Midwest got the best women. I'm out here in Illinois. I don't really like Chicago women. Ultimate Ladies Man Summit is going to be crazy this year. So much value, bro. Miami got the most Latinos. The different mixes of Latinos. Cuban, Puerto Rican, Dominican. Miami has beautiful women. The most beautiful women in this country come from Miami. What about Kissimmee? Same as Orlando, but in Florida, the most Latinos is Orlando and Miami. There's mad Cape Verdeans in Boston. Yeah, she was from outside of. Nah, she wasn't from there. I'm not gonna say exactly where she was from, Jonathan. The town she's from is NB. Starts with NB. N, the letter N and B. You probably know what I'm talking about. Don't say it in the chat though, because if I say that, it'll be easier to because if you can find me, you can find her. But this was a long time ago. But I just don't, people weird on the internet. But yeah, she was close to Boston. Women say they want the truth, but when I be direct, they can't handle it. Explain. It's feelings, bro. Feelings. And also, you a lot of the times we be a lot, like a lot of the times we be rough. We're very rough. So what I mean is, feminine women, at least, feminine women are not really made to be handled rough in the way that you would deal with your homeboy. So maybe soften your truth up. Tell the truth, but maybe soften the delivery up. Speak to the emotions instead of speaking with hard truth and logic. Shout out to Crossroad Nation for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, my brother. I really, really appreciate you. I appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to you for the $10 super chat. Shout out to you, my brother. Florida women are more submissive. NY women won't even look at you if you're not dressed well and extremely aggressive. New York women are trash. If you want to, if you're a single guy with no children and you want to step your dating game up, meaning like get in the field and experience, because you can't get better at dating unless you're in the field. The perfect market for that is Miami. It is very competitive and it's rough, but if you're going to step your game up if you're down there, Miami going to make you step your game up. That's why men who are players here can be successful all over the world. Because here, the dating scene here is so competitive and it's like hard mode, just like our sports and everything. It's like outside of soccer, but all of our sports and entertainment, we are like top tier. Like we are like the proving grounds for everything in this country. This country is on down to the dating market. And so if you can master dating in America, you can master dating all over the planet. Because women are women at the end of the day, no matter where you go. And I've dated women from all over the world. Now, I have not been all over the world, but I've dated women from different cultures and backgrounds, is what I'm saying, that come here. And I know a Japanese woman that's in the, backcountry farm town is different from a Japanese woman that lives in America or that moved to America. I know that there's a difference, so I'm not saying that, but I've dated women from different cultures. East Coast women are masculine as fuck. One time a shorty told me, "You scared of some pee." Yeah, bro. Casemiro says, "I'm going on a date this Saturday, then watch a college football game after." Let me know how that worked out for you, bro. But so let me talk about the 3 programs that you're gonna get when you get Ultimate Ladies Man Summit. And I'm gonna continue to answer you guys' questions too. Don't forget, guys, click the link right here, sign up. If you're struggling financially, you can get it now and you can pay me back later. Pay me back over. There's different options. You can pay me back over the course of a year, or you can pay me back in 4 payments, or 6 payments. So you pick which one you want, but you can get this now and you can pay me back later. And if for my guys who know, I don't never do payment plans. That ain't never been my style. So, but I understand the times we in. So, and I want you guys to have this. So click that link. I just posted it. Click that link, sign up, take control of your future. But the first program you're going to get is Attraction 101. And it's a coincidence that on the day that I created Attraction 101, it's the anniversary of that day. I just saw that on Facebook. I didn't even know that. On your Facebook, it give you your memories. And I remember when I was creating it, I was teasing people on my Facebook because people in my personal life back then didn't know what I did. I didn't try to get my friends and family to support me. I said, I'm gonna go to the world first. So a lot of people know me now. A lot of people that know me in my personal life didn't know what I did until I was already popular in doing it. So, but I 4 years ago today, I created Attraction 101. And what made me do that is I was mad at this girl. I was mad at this chick that I was dating. I was extremely mad and I'm frustrated. And for me, the easiest way is to put that into something more productive. And so I sat down and I spent a whole day creating a program. And today is the anniversary. So, but I just saw that maybe an hour ago when I logged into my Facebook. And as I was creating the program, I was using my phone camera to take screen recordings of my computer screen. I was like, y'all don't even know what I'm cooking up over here, but my life about to change. So yes, but with Attraction 101, which is one of the programs, I go into in depth, I go deeply on attraction. I teach you what women find attractive, what they find attractive physically, and what they find attractive internally. I break down all of this, right? And I go in depth. And not only do I break that down, I teach you step by step how to develop these things physically and how to develop these things internally and your character and your personality. There's different types of personality traits that women find attractive, like charm, intelligence, conviction, passion, mouthpiece, confidence. I teach you how to develop these things. I teach you how to develop your mouthpiece so you can have a conversation. I teach you how to develop charm. I teach you this in Attraction 101. So that's not the only program. You get other programs too, but that's Attraction 101. It basically teaches you how to be attractive inside and outside. And it also teaches you how to use external things as bait, like your money, jewelry, and things like that. How to use that as bait, like the cheese on the trap, and how to use it in a way that you're not getting taken advantage of. So you get Attraction 101 when you get Ultimate Ladies Man Summit? Let me answer this question. Shout out to G Williams for the $5 super chat. Is there anything on seducing a woman via text messages or FaceTime? I'm a really boring texter. So Modern Dating Mastery has a thing about texting, right? And not necessarily texting, but conversation. The problem is you're not a bad tech or boring texter. You're a boring person. Like, you don't know how to have a conversation. If you can have a face-to-face conversation, then you can have a text message conversation. So a lot of guys say, well, how do I seduce her over text? Or how do I seduce over FaceTime? Just say the truth to that is you don't know how to seduce a woman in person, and the text message is the buffer, and you want the easy way out. But the key is to learning how to get women in their face and talk to them and deal with them in their face. If you can do that, you can do it over text message. You can do it over FaceTime. I know how to talk to people, so I didn't have to take a class to get up here and learn how to do a live stream and talk to people and be charming and get people to listen and engage. I always knew how to do that. You see what I'm saying? And so that transfers to text message. That transfers to FaceTime. But I teach you how to do that in my programs. You'll learn how to be more charming in Attraction 101. You'll learn how to have charisma and confidence in Attraction 101. You'll learn how to use your mouthpiece in Attraction 101. You'll learn how to develop what's called conviction and passion, and learn how to convey that through your speech in Attraction 101. See, y'all think Attraction 101 is just, oh, you got to chew on gum so you can get a strong jawline. No, it's about building attractive character as a man so that women like the shit that they fall in love over. So you get that. But that's to answer your question, Hassan. And I just did a video. Hassan, my guy Hassan. Remember last week when I was going off on you? One of the videos that I posted, I think a day or two ago, it was a clip from me talking to you. So shout out to you. But yeah, you're not, it's not that you're a boring texter, you're just a boring person. And so you can change that. Click the link in the bio, and if you need to, click on the option to click on the option to payment plan. You know, buy now, pay later, if you don't have all of the money right now. Gregory Smith said, you just don't know how much you helped me step my game up and understand women more. Thank you, brother. Shout out to you, Gregory Smith. I appreciate that, bro. But so that was Attraction. That's what you get from Attraction 101. Now, Modern Dating Mastery this is my masterpiece. And this is I learned how to, I had to learn how to play the field back in the days. This is my top secrets, my strategies in playing the field and dating effectively. Whether you want to get a rotation, whether you want to find women to pump and dump, whether you want a long-term relationship, I teach you how to position yourself in the dating game to get what you need, to get the results you need, from what to say, what not to say, where to go, where not to go, how to look at how to look at women and tell if they gonna use you or not, how to screen. Oh, that shit is loud. I got people working on my house, so don't mind that noise. But how to screen women and how to spot time wasters, how to build connections. And people say, well, what do you want to build a connection for? Women require a connection to sleep with them. Even the whorest of the whores, you have to connect with them on a certain type of level. Now, that's not to say that you're gonna have to spend 2 months getting to know a woman, but I'm talking about building connection, not necessarily getting to know a woman or her getting to know you. A connection, boom, a spark to where you guys connect, boom. I teach you how to do that. I teach you how to do that. Are we getting dark in this course? It's all dark. Now, Seduction Mastery is super, super, super dark, but that's not available right now. Seduction Mastery is not available right now, but we get super, super dark in Seduction Mastery. Hold on 1 second. Y'all give me a second. right, back trying to cover that noise up. But yeah, so that's modern dating mastery, man. I go in depth on playing the field, basically. I teach you how to escalate sexually. I teach you how to spot when a woman wants you to escalate. I teach you how to look at the body language of her. So when you on a date and she ready for you to go back to the crib, I teach you the mindset to have and how to develop the mindset to be more confident in wanting to close. A lot of you guys don't get laid because you're scared to close and you're scared to shoot your shot. So I teach you how to shoot your shot. I teach you tips to escalate. That's modern dating mastery, man. You get a lot that comes with that. There's a whole lot that comes with modern dating mastery. But yeah, we get dark on all of it. Crossroad Nation. We get dark on all of it, brother. Trust me. We get dark on all of it. But let's see. So far that's Attraction 101. That's Attraction 101 and modern dating mastery. Now, how to make a woman fall in love with you. That's a beast. That teaches you how to create the love environment, how to get women to fall in love and stay in love, and how to maintain it. Let me answer this question. I'll get back to it. If she already agreed to smash the next time, but on the phone says she wants sex to happen naturally, wasn't a connection already built? No, that's just a woman talking. And that's just a woman talking. When a woman says she wants sex to happen naturally, she's telling you to stop talking about sex, because it's creepy, and do the body language thing. Non-verbally. That way it doesn't seem like a transaction. That's what that means. You gotta step your game up, Leak. You gotta step your game up. They want sex to happen, quote unquote, naturally, meaning not fucking, hey, we're gonna have sex on Thursday. Ooh, okay, that's not natural. Like only women who are like, I don't want to say whores, but like only women who, if you go to a woman, she say, hey, we're gonna have sex Thursday. She say, okay. It's every other dude that's telling her that is hitting it too. But women want to they want the process of the phases of attraction. Oh, I like him. Oh, he's doing it well. Oh, let me reciprocate. They want the song and dance and shit. And that don't mean that you have to waste time, but just let things happen naturally. And it's not really naturally because if you got game, you controlling the whole flow anyway. You're controlling the whole flow anyway. But she's saying, nigga, stop. You sound thirsty. You sound thirsty. You sound like a thirst bucket. That's what she's saying. That is what she's saying. But how to make a woman fall in love with you. Now, I teach you not only do you learn how to be attractive, but I teach you more in-depth qualities that are the glue to a woman's love and that create love environments. I teach you how to command respect. I teach you how to be a leader. I teach you how to upgrade women. You see what I'm saying? I teach you how to get women to invest in you. I teach you the principles of love. I teach you the principles of love. I teach you how to ignite desire, right? I teach you how to command respect. I teach you how to create healthy, what they call emotional chaos and emotional turmoil, that give polarity to your relationship, that make the good seem all the more better. I teach you how to create all of this stuff. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play. What am I gonna play for you guys? I'm gonna play the investment game from How to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You. I'm gonna play the investment game, right? But I teach you all of this stuff. And not only that, I teach you how to stimulate neurotransmitters. I teach you how to get a woman dopamine firing. I teach you how to get her body to release oxytocin. I could teach you how to do things to get her body to release serotonin and endorphins. I teach you how to do all of this shit. That way she can have all of these positive feelings. And when it's you, she gonna associate the shit with you. She can get the same feelings from working out. But I teach you how to for you to stimulate them in her so she could associate it with you. I teach you all of that. It's a whole love cocktail and how to make a woman fall in love with you. One of the biggest pieces to that and the key components to that is investment. And I'll talk about that. I'm gonna play a clip from the course in a second. How can I make money from podcasting and content creation? I'm always making videos, but unfortunately, my job just let me go, and some got to give until I get reemployed. Elijah, what do you make? What do you make content about? What do you make content about? My podcast specifically don't make money directly because I don't take ads from people. People want me to advertise, but I don't advertise other people's shit. Because I like my freedom and I like to say what I want to say, and I don't need, oh, well, I'm gonna cancel you and I'm gonna call your sponsors. So what I do is I have my own products that I what's the name, but I make money from my podcast indirectly from the traffic to my products and services like this. And the views on YouTube and TikTok and all of that stuff. But in a minute, I'm gonna play a clip from How to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You course. Now, so you get those 3 programs: Attraction 101, Modern Dating Mastery, How to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You. Then you get we got 8 webinar trainings. 8. It's a lot. That is a lot. 8 webinar trainings starting September 18th, right? Live trainings, right? So Monday we got Online Casanova, teaches you how to dominate online dating apps and online dating. Tuesday we got Tuesday, September 19th, we got Cultivating Manhood and Masculinity, how to cultivate manhood and masculinity and how to put it on display. Wednesday, we got the Art of Taking Her Soul. So my guy who wanted to know if it get dark, my guy Afi gets real fucking dark. And shout out to my guy Afi. I hope I spoke to him earlier. He came in. I think I saw him, and I meant to say something. But shout out to my guy Afi. Afi is top tier when it comes to the dark seduction game. So you'll get that presentation on Wednesday, September 20th. Thursday, we get Creating Your Sexual Core and how to escalate sexually. You know, how to set up your environment and create an ultimate sexual vibe. You get it on Thursday. On Friday, we get the How to Last Longer, Fuck Better, and Reclaim Your Throne on Friday. That's what we're gonna learn on Friday. Saturday, we get the Ultimate Guide to Men's Fitness, everything you need to know to reach your goals. Sunday, we get the Value of Manhood, teaching you about the value of manhood. Monday, we get the Money Game. So we're gonna talk about making money on Monday. How do we learn to put all of this into action? Obviously, talking and trying with women. What do you mean? You don't learn to put it into action. You just put it into action. So the next woman you meet, the things that you learn, you just put it into action. So you get that. You get those live 8 webinars. Then you get 6 coaching calls with me. So every other Wednesday, we're going to all meet and I'm going to coach you, answer all your questions, whatever you need. You do that 6 times and you get access into the Players Club. So that's a lot of value, man. That's a lot of value for the price of one. And all you got to do is click that link that I just posted in the chat. And you can buy now and pay later. So what I'm going to do now is and if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, what I'm going to do is when you get done with this, or if you want to click the link is going to be in the description, or you can go to ultimateladiesman.com, ultimateladiesman.com. But if you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, just click the link that I'm posting right now. Click that link. And if you need to you need to pay me back, you can get it now and you can pay me back. There's an option to do that as well. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna play a clip from Ultimate, no, not Ultimate Ladies Man. What am I talking about? I'm gonna play a clip from How to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You, and I'm gonna play a section on investment, getting women investment. And this section alone is almost an hour. Just investment. All of the stuff that all of the principles and all that. Just this piece is an hour. It's an hour full of game, just based on getting women invested in you. Not the turmoil, not the healthy chaos, not the teaching, not the leadership, not the respect, none of that shit. This is just this, not the dopamine and serotonin. Just this piece alone, the investment principle is an hour. Packed full of game that you don't get on YouTube. Now, I put this out before, right? I've shared this before, and now you starting to see people say, "Oh, the best way to get a woman to like you, the best way to get a woman to like you is to have her do things for you." There was nobody in this space talking about that. Nowhere in this space ever until I got on the internet and started talking about that 5 years ago. You didn't need that. And I'm not saying I invented that. I didn't invent that. That come from the game, right? But these motherfuckers on the internet wasn't talking about that. So you can thank me. When you see that, when you see people saying getting women to invest in you, you can thank me for that. I brought that here. Nobody on the internet was talking about that. They was talking about playing games and negging and fucking acting busy and acting high value and acting fucking like an alpha male. The game was trying to act like an alpha male. I came in and say, fuck all that. You want a woman to really like you, get her to do shit for you, slowly but surely, and watch. And so now you're starting to see people say that. But you can thank me for that. And I'm saying that because people don't be giving me my credit for that. Now, did I invent that concept? Of course not. I learned how to do that when I was a kid. My pops taught me how to do that when I was a kid. But I put it in the course, and then I previewed the course on my channel, and I previewed it on someone else's channel, and since then you're starting to hear people say that. So but yeah, this is investment. I'm not going to play the whole hour, but this is the principles of investment, and this is just one of the modules in one of the programs in Ultimate Ladies Man Summit. Investment. It's very, very, very important component. Make sure you're paying attention. Pay attention to all of it, but this is very, very important, right? Now, it is impossible for women to attach themselves and fall in love with what they aren't invested in. The reason the divorce rates are so high is because women are walking away from things that they did not help build. Most guys meet women and they sweep them off their feet and they take care of them, and all the woman has to do is look pretty and provide sex and maybe provide some children. And so by in 15, 20 years, the woman had to do absolutely nothing. And that's why it's easy for her to walk away, because she didn't help build anything. She didn't do anything but look pretty, be a headache, have sex every now and again, and cook or some shit like that. But when a woman is invested, it's very hard for her to walk away. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? It is impossible for women to attach themselves and fall in love with what they aren't invested in. You have to get women invested. Now, a woman's investment must be greater than yours, right? And this isn't to play games, right? This isn't, oh, well, she invests this, so I'm gonna invest this little bit. No. What this does is keeps you on your square, especially if you're starting out, if you're not as advanced, if you're a rookie in this game, is to keep you on your square so you're not simping trying to get a return on your investment. Because what happens is when you over invest, you simp out to get the return, or you act in ways that's unattractive to try to get a return on your investment. You see what I'm saying? Again, this ain't to play games. Once you get solid enough, once you get advanced enough in your game and the way that you handle things, and you become a more solid, well-rounded man as far as this game go, then you don't have to worry about what you invest. But in the beginning, make sure she's a little bit more invested than you are. Now, a big part of investment is cooperation. Remember, investment is not always tangible. In fact, a major part of investment when it comes to love is intangible things like cooperation and submission and investing emotions. I'm not, diminishing tangible investments. In fact, pimps make their prostitutes invest in them tangibly with money, right? The woman has to go out, get the money, and bring it back to the pimp. That's how she proves her loyalty to him, right? And the more she does this, the more she invests money into him, it's harder for her to leave. So that's some pimp game, but I'm not telling you to put your woman on a stroll or pimp your woman out. But that just goes to show you how powerful investment is. Now let's get back to cooperation. Cooperation is assistance, or especially by ready compliance with requests. So basically, doing what you say or granting your requests without complaint. Now, the more she cooperates and the more she submits herself, the more she will become emotionally invested because they are letting go of themselves and stepping away from their own values and agenda to accommodate yours. So when a woman is cooperating with you, when a woman is doing things that you want her to do, she's taking a piece of herself to give it to you. And the more that she does this, the more that she comes into your frame. You see what I'm saying? The more that she's investing into your frame and into your situation, the more she falls in love. You understand what I'm saying? Most guys give to women, and all women have to do is just sit there, and women get bored and they don't like it. This is why you see the telltale story of the guy who did it all for the woman, and a woman still left him and she wasn't happy because maybe that's not what she wanted. You ever thought about that? You see what I'm saying? You have to get women to invest in you. One of the ways is by cooperation, right? You know, again, the more she gives you to herself, the more she becomes emotionally invested because she's letting herself go to accommodate you. Whenever you let yourself go, and whenever you, uh, you know, um, step away from your own self, your own ideas to accommodate somebody else, this is going to make you emotionally invested in them. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you always want to require full cooperation. If she ain't cooperating, you don't engage. I'm not saying not to let your woman have a mind of her own, or your woman shouldn't. The woman that you dealing with, or women that you dealing with, shouldn't want what they want, or because they people and they humans too. But you should never be in a situation to where a woman is being bitchy, a woman is being masculine, a woman is not easy to get along with. She should always be cooperating. And if she ain't cooperating, then you don't engage, and you need to be diligent with this, right? She must understand that without cooperation, there's no situation. Because if there's no cooperation, there's no submission. Cooperation is the precursor to submission. Before she can submit to you, she has to cooperate first. You understand what I'm saying? And we working on is getting to her to be submissive. So she has to be cooperative first. If she can see that she don't have to even cooperate with you, right? Then she ain't gonna never submit to you. Now, you want to start directing her cooperation immediately. You want to start making her be cooperative and directing and leading her to be cooperative immediately from the immediate interaction. And I'll tell you how to do just that with a few examples. Now, these are some examples of cooperation, especially in the beginning, right? So when you meet a woman, or you meet her in public, or if you talk to her on a dating app, what I do to test them and to guide them into cooperation is I give them my number first, and I tell them to hit me up at a specific time. Hey, call me tonight around 9. Call me tonight around 10. Or I'll text them on a date. Or when we texting on a dating app, I get them my number. I say, look, here go my number. I don't be on here like that, or whatever I say to them to pull them off. Here go my number. Text me right now. Or I'm working right now. Text me at 9 o'clock. And when they do this, that shows that they open to cooperating with you and that they're cooperative women. And you should always see that as a green light. You know what I'm saying? Those are little small ways to kind of direct cooperation. Another thing is asking for pictures. Now, this one is kind of annoying because for them, because they always guys always ask them for pictures. But if you ask them for a picture and they give it to you, that's showing that they cooperating with you. You see what I'm saying? And you make sure when they send you a picture, you throw them a bone. When I say throw them a bone, give them a little validation when they send you the picture. You know what I'm saying? Make it worth their while. Again, a validation for women is like their battery. Um, yeah, I don't mean you don't have to sip out. You don't have to be like, oh, you're the most beautiful thing in the world. But just say, oh, um, if you've been dealing with her for a while, she send you a picture, you ask for a picture, and she send it to you. Say, I can't wait till I get my hands on you. You don't want to do that at the beginning if you haven't established anything sexual or there hasn't been any sexual chemistry built yet. But just give them a bone. Oh damn, I like that hair. I like the way you put that lipstick together, or I like that lipstick, or I like the way your hair popping, or something like that. You don't have to be you don't have to be regular like every guy. Oh, you're so fine, you're so pretty, you're so beautiful. But just throw them a bone if they do send you that picture. Um, Another one is giving them a specific time to text or call you. So let's say y'all talking, you say, hey, look, I gotta go to work, but call me tonight around 9 p.m. or call me tonight around 9:30. Or I get off at 10 o'clock, text me at 10:30, text me at 11 o'clock. Give them specific instructions. You want to, give them specific instructions. And then when they do it, that's them cooperating with you, right? Another thing that I like to do is I tell them to wear something specific, like, oh, dress up like this for me. So let's say y'all getting ready to go on a date or whatever, and y'all have a date plan. You tell her to wear something sexy or tell her to wear something nice or wear a certain color. Me, when I do it, when women come to my house, I tell them don't wear jeans, and that's because me, I just don't like the way jeans feel. I'm a touchy feely type of person, and I think jeans are like automatic cock blocks. So I just tell women don't wear jeans, and when they don't wear jeans to my house, I know that they cooperating with me. You feel what I'm saying? The key is just to get them to basically do what you ask them to do, or be a certain type of way, or get them to follow little small instructions. You want to start small, start very, very, very small in the beginning, and then you work your way up. But the more they cooperating with you, the more that they the more that they cooperating with you, the more that they doing the things that you ask them to do, or going along with your program, the more they become emotionally invested in you. And this is also a good sign that they like you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what you want to do too, a sign of cooperation is when they don't complain about stuff. Like if you ever out with a woman, or a woman is at your house, or you kicking it with a woman and she's complaining about shit, that's not a cooperative woman, because a cooperative woman will look past things that she may not like, in an effort to appease and please you, and to make a good impression on you. You see what I'm saying? A complaining woman, she's out you out of the restaurant, she's complaining about the food, she's complaining about the service, she's complaining about it's hot, she's complaining about it's mosquitoes, she's complaining this and this and that. She's doing a lot of complaining, and she's not cooperative. You know what I'm saying? You want compliance without complaints, basically. Now, next we have submission, right? And submission is the action or fact of accepting or yielding to a superior force or to the will or authority of another person. Basically, a woman submits herself completely to your leadership. Submission is when you have her soul. She lives by your rules and is on your program fully, right? You know, submission, what I want you guys to understand about submission, because everybody's so submission, 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 right? And a lot of women understand that men want this. And what happens is you have not so good women, or evil women, or low tier women who don't have your best interests at heart, who takes advantage of that. And so they know how to come in and play submissive to get you to let down your guard. And so what I'm saying that to say is, submission does not come right away. When you meet a woman, she's not going to just submit herself to you. That's, if you think about it, it's stupid, right? If a woman just met you at a bar, and then a week into it, she just completely let goes of everything that she has to come live her life for you, that don't even sound right, right? And if it's too good to be true, it usually is, right? It's a slow and it's a steady process. No woman, no healthy, sane woman is just going to submit herself to you automatically. It does not work like that, right? if she does submit herself to you automatically, she's either a slut, it's a setup, or she's an energy vampire. And when I say an energy vampire, it's a woman who feeds off of negative energy, right? And they feed off of misery. And this is how they thrive: drama, negative emotions, arguing, fighting, you down in the dumps, and they just sucking your blood dry, and they drain you till there's nothing left, and they leave you to go to another victim. You see what I'm saying? So what these type of women typically do is they come in and they super submissive right off the bat, and guys who don't know any better let their guard down. You see what I'm saying? So that's submission for you. And submission is gained by implementing everything that you're gonna learn in this course, so that you've learned so far: investment, reward, continued cooperation. So if you're saying, well, how do I make a woman submissive to you? Just do what I'm telling you to do, or what I've told you to do so far, and what I'm gonna tell you to do, in the slides to come. So that's how you gain submission. But I'm going to show you some examples of how to know when a woman is submissive to you. I also want to say, don't take advantage or don't take it for granted that a woman submits to you, because it's if you don't play your cards right, or you don't handle that submission like it's supposed to be handled, then the woman is not going to be submissive, and she's not likely never going to go back to being submissive to you again, because she don't trust your authority and she don't trust your leadership. So you have to make sure you're doing everything you need to do to keep her in this state, because once she gets out of this state, she leaves this state for a reason. It's because she don't trust you anymore, or her being submissive to you spells danger for her. You see what I'm saying? So don't take advantage of it, and don't exploit it, right? And you don't want to take it for granted, because things can change. Guys make the mistake of thinking, oh, well, she's submissive to me, that means she gonna always be submissive to me. It don't work like that. You see what I'm saying? Things can change at a moment's notice if you're not on top of your game. But here are some examples of submission. So if you want to know if your woman is submissive, I mean, it's pretty much, it's not self-explanatory, but you'll know. But just in case you don't know, I'm gonna give you some things to look out for. That way you can measure, where your woman is at. So once she starts to speak like you and she mirrors your views and ideologies, you have a submissive woman. And that's just the natural course of things. When you see women who are conservative, or when you see especially conservative as far as political views, if you look behind him, there's typically a guy, always, because conservatism, especially today's age, like right wing type of thing, is almost like frowned upon. So when you see women speaking that, if you look behind it, there's a guy. And with more liberal minded women, those women tend to be more not single, but the strong and the independent type. So there's typically no men behind those, or they're submissive to men, because most masculine men tend to lean towards having conservative views. Not to say that they're conservative or right wing, but they're more, um, you know, they have a certain viewpoint that they, um, view society in a certain way, and a lot of the times that tend to be more of a conservative thinking, so to speak, right? So when you see a woman speaking like that, or speaking those types of views, if I can guarantee you, if you look behind her, there's always a guy, whether it be a guy who she's dating or married to, or her husband. Now, another way that you can tell is if she's cooperative 95% of the time. And the reason I say 95% of the time is because women are human beings too, and human beings are imperfect. So they have attitudes, they get in their moods, they want to do what they want to do. They get bitchy from time to time. Like, it's, nobody is 100% perfect. Everybody buck from time to time. Everybody get an attitude, everybody get emotional, everybody have breakdowns. So, but if you can look over the course of your time being with her, and it's overwhelmingly, she's cooperative. You see what I'm saying? You more than likely have a submissive woman, right? Again, it's not going to be 100%, because at the end of the day, she's a human being too, with her own emotions and feelings and shit like that. So long as you providing her with the space to safely express herself, you should be good. But from time to time, they buck. You fuck up, and then they may have a problem with you, and they express this, and it may be a little conflict or whatever. Nobody's perfect. This is why I say 95% of the time. So she's not going to be perfect, and you're not going to be perfect either. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes she may express express her disappointment in your missteps. That don't mean that she's not cooperative or submissive. You feel what I'm saying? Now, another way to know a woman is submissive is that she rarely or never declines sex, right? Women who are submissive to you, they always turned on by you, and they'll give you sex, but even if they don't want to. And when I say don't want to, meaning like they may have had a rough day or they may have a headache. Whereas if a woman is not really into you like that, hey, look, I got a headache. But if a woman is into you and she's attracted to you and she's submissive to you, she'll look past the headache to please you. All right, that you know, but that's just a small. That was 20 minutes, and you ain't heard no game like that nowhere on YouTube. And that was only what 15, 20 minutes. You don't hear that. No, you don't heard that nowhere on YouTube, Instagram, nothing. So just imagine what the rest of it is. And the whole, come on, man, all my shit is like that. Shit that you don't hear nowhere else. Real shit that really work in the field. I'm one of them dudes, man, for real. Click the link in the bio. Not the bio. Click the link right here. Who's still with me? Y'all still with me? Let me know if y'all still with me. Click that link and get you some of that good game. That was from the course How to Make a Woman Fall in Love. How to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You. Investment. The concept of investment. And I was only 15 minutes of an hour module, an hour-long module. And that course got like 50 modules. And I was just one of them. So come on, man. I'm the truth. I am the truth. But I'm taking any more questions. If you guys have any more questions, then put them in the chat now. If not, I'm going to get up off of here and get back to handling my business. But put your questions in the chat if you have them, guys. Ultimate Ladies Man Summit. Attraction 101. How to Make a Woman Fall in Love with You. Modern Dating Mastery. 8 webinar live trainings. 6 coaching calls. 6 coaching calls with me. Players Club access. Plus, you get access to old live or old webinars pre-recorded. And for the guys who want to know, if you can't make the live events, they are recorded. So you'll have access to them. Well, we do record those live events. But anyway, guys, that's been that. Join Ultimate Ladies Man Summit. You have until Friday. On Friday, September 15th, I'm closing enrollment and we are getting started with the show. So we open today. Right now, you can click that link that's in the chat or in the bio or the description, wherever you're seeing this at. You can click that link right now, sign up, take action, change your life for the better, and start winning. You can do that today. Friday is your last opportunity. After Friday, we shutting the game down. What's your perspective on a woman's subtle manipulation, passive aggressive behavior? Is there a remedy? Subtle manipulation and passive aggressiveness is not the same, but there is a remedy to passive aggressiveness. You just have to teach your woman and inspire her to be more direct with you. And the way that you do that is when she come to you about something, you don't get emotional about it. You understand? A lot of the times women have to be passive aggressive because they're afraid to be assertive and aggressive because that spells confrontation. So when a woman comes to you and she says, hey, your sex is whack, you have to be able to take that and not get emotional. Because if you get emotional, she's going to find another way to communicate with you. And that's an extreme example. Most women ain't going to come to you and say your sex is whack. But if they come to you with a problem or issue that they may have with you, you have to be man enough to stomach and hear the bullshit that you have going on, and you have to receive that well. So And then you always encourage them to be more direct with you, and you explain to them and you show them how when they're passive aggressive, it's hard to actually meet their needs. You can't meet a woman's needs if she's being passive aggressive. If she want her needs met, or if she want a solution to the problem or a problem fixed, then you have to thoroughly understand. And it's hard for you to understand when you're passive aggressive. That's how you fix that. But you'll never be able to fix subtle manipulation. You'll never be able to fix that. To answer your question from earlier, I do hood, intellectual, spiritual, kingship content that also covers relationship game like you do and dumb stuff celebrities do or say. Pick one. Start there. Find something to talk about that you're good at, and you'll find your tribe. But you trying to do all this shit and trying to put all these different eggs in one, you're gonna run yourself crazy. Pick something. I started with how to be a player, and it morphed from there. And that's what I talked about. Player shit. When I first started, I was talking about player shit. How to be a player. That's my email is still that. My YouTube channel was called How to Be a Player. My book, which I started writing first, was originally titled How to Be a Player. So start there. Pick something to talk about, something that you're most passionate about, and do it. And stop trying to make content based on what you think other people want to hear or should hear. Speak from your heart. So I'll say start doing that first. Once you figure that out and how to get good at holding people's attention, then you could think about monetizing. But this ain't no overnight thing, bro. This is not no overnight thing. Yeah, you may get lucky and shit and go viral, but then you don't even have the systems in place to even handle virality. So this is a journey. This ain't no I give you advice and you take it and overnight you're gonna you don't even got an email list. You don't even have an email list. So you talking to you about making money is pointless because you don't have the customers. You don't have the attention. You don't have the attention. Learn how to get and hold attention first. And the best way to do that is to pick one thing to talk about, pick a niche and stick to it. You talking about intellectual, you talking about hood, you talking about spiritual, kingship, you gossiping, and you trying to get game. Like, I'm not saying it ain't gonna work, but because anything is possible, but pick a niche and stick to it, bro, and then expand from there. When it comes to things happen natural, is that supposed to start happening through person or seducing her on the phone? It's supposed to be you directing it and making it as natural as possible. That's what it means. Leak, you need to fucking pay attention to the materials that was provided to you. Go listen to it. Get out of my fucking chat. Get out of Lucario's chat. Get out of everybody else's chat and go fucking study the game that people give you. Go actually study it. Because the questions that you asking me, Leak, the questions that you ask me every fucking week you have the material. I gave it to you. Go pay attention to it. Go listen to it. Like you struggle, like there's no reason for you to be struggling at all. You have more than enough mentors in this space. You have more than enough access to people in this space. You have more than enough access to coaches in this space. Go do what you need to do with it. You want somebody to baby you and hold your hand and answer these basic questions every week. And you've been following me for years. Like, that's part of your problem. That's part of your problem, bro. Go study the material. And this is another reason why I make people pay. Because when you give them something, they don't appreciate it. And not for nothing, I'm not saying that Leak don't work. Leak has been my moderator in my chats, in my Facebook group. So I'm not saying that it's not earned. But when you typically don't put your money up for something, you're not going to appreciate it. This is another reason why it costs. Because if I can put the link to it right now. I could put the link to all the material right now for free. Most people wouldn't even watch it. Most people wouldn't even watch it. I could put it all for public right now. Public, most people wouldn't even watch it. I would have to beg you, hey, watch this. Hey, watch this. Hey, go click the link in my bio. Watch this, watch this, watch this. It'll change your life. I promise you, it's free, it's free, it's free. But when you put when people got to put their money up, they're gonna watch it. So, Leak, come on, bro. And I'm not trying to do you like that, but it's frustrating when, you know, you have access to all you have to do. Like Trey said, it's in there, bro. The material is there. Every question that you ask me, Leak, every single question that you ask me, the material is in there. Every question that you've been asking me for years, the material is in there. And you specifically have access to all of that material. So that's y'all problem. Not fucking taking action. Not investing in yourself and wanting another grown man to hold your fucking hand. And women see that in you. Women see that type of behavior. Women see that in you, and they treat you like the duck that you acting like. And you can't be mad at them. You want a woman to treat you like a fucking king, and you don't act like no king. You give a king some information, he gonna take it and he gonna fucking apply it. You give a duck or a beta male or a simp or a sucker some information, he's still gonna come to you with his hand out. Hey, please feed me. Hey, please feed me. Feed me. I don't want to do it myself. Please. Okay, well then get treated like that. You got to be a grown fucking man, bro. You got Leak. These people paying $700 for this. You didn't have to pay $700 for. I'm not saying that you don't provide me value as a moderator. You do. But people are paying for the access that you have for free and you don't even take it. That's manhood shit, one-on-one. When somebody give you something, show them that you appreciate it by taking it. By not coming back to them. You ask for something, I give it to you, and you come back and to show me how much you don't appreciate it, and this ain't just Leak, to show me how much you don't appreciate it. This is for everybody who watch all of my free content and still don't, who when I put out free stuff, still come to me with questions. And all you have to do is go take the time to look. Any question that anybody has asked me in my chat ever, I have a video on it. I have thousands of videos across the internet. The game is already covered. But anytime you come to a man and that man gives you something, and then you come back and ask questions to try to find answers and solutions, to waste that man's time when the questions and solutions that you want are in the materials that you asked for in the first place, is a slap in the face. This is a slap in the face. That's not grown man shit. That's not grown man shit. Y'all wonder why women treat y'all like that. Y'all wonder why women treat y'all like that. That's why. That's why women treat you like suckers and duck, because that's how you act. There's no way Grant Cardone would give me a book or give me a course and I don't take it. There's no way any of my mentors in the financial space, no anyway, give me advice, give me a course, give me access to material that people are paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars for, and I don't take it. And there's no way in the fucking hell that I would come back and ask him a question about anything when the answer is provided to me. Now, if I needed better understanding about something that was in the material, I would ask that. But there's no way Grant Cardone give me a book or a course and say, here's the 10 steps to financial freedom. And I come back in 2 weeks and say, hey, how do I reach financial freedom? That's a slap in his face. That's a slap in the face. Like, y'all got to do better than that, bro. Y'all have to do better than that. I don't know who raised you. I don't know, but you got to do better than that, bro. You ask me questions. All you have to do is sit down, spend a few hours and go over the shit and then apply it. No, don't my bad me. I don't want to hear my bad, bro. Do better, bro. And it's a couple more of y'all that's like that. I sit on the phone with y'all, consultations, send you videos, all type of shit. And y'all still come back asking me the same basic shit. And it's already covered for you. And the people out there spending their hard-earned money for it. disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. I could get that to somebody who really want it. That opportunity for somebody who really want it. You have the perfect opportunity, Leak, and you ain't even taking it. You ask me the next time, bro, listen, I promise you, the next time you ask me something that you could easily go back and look at, if you just take the time and invest in yourself, that you easily go back and invest in yourself by spending time to learn, to better yourself, I'm removing you from my shit, bro. I promise you. I promise you, bro, because that shit pisses me off. Because it's people that want it, and it's people that pay for that type of shit. And you got access to it, and you just pissing on it. I promise you, bro. You ask me something, any question you ask me from now on better be, hey, I don't understand this in this material. Can you help me? Can you help me understand this further? If you ask me anything else, and the answer is in any of those programs, because you got all of my shit. If the answer is in any of those programs, I could promise you, bro. I promise you. I'll give that opportunity to somebody else. I promise you, bro. So you need to do better. I hate to do you like that in public, but you're doing it in public. And maybe that's just what you need. But anyway, man, Ultimate Ladies Man Summit is here. That shit just pissed me off. So I ain't want to get like that. Ultimate Ladies Man Summit is here. Click the link in the chat. Take action. Every problem that you have with women, the answer is there. I can promise you that. The game is covered from A to Z. Click that link that's in the chat. Click the link that's in the bio. Click the link that's in the description. Sign up now, today. You have until September 15th. If you need to, I would appreciate it if you can pay me up front. But if you need to, there's an option to where you can buy it now and just pay it back later. You can buy it now and pay it back later. So click that link, sign up now. I'm your gracious game advisor, guys. Like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you can get this good player-ish fresh off the press. I'm your gracious game advisor. Yours truly, King Dre. I'm gone.